Hello and welcome to another edition of First Play. I am Andrew and I'm joined by our player of the game today.
I'm Jason.
And we're taking a look at Splatterhouse. This is the Xbox 360 version. So, tell us a little bit about Splatterhouse. What's going on? Why are you destroying monsters? Why are you getting kicked in the face?
There's this mad scientist dude who's kidnapped your girl, just like in the old Splatterhouse games for the TurboGrafx 16.
Language!
What?
He just said fucking monsters.
Oh. I'm so used to it now, because I've played this game so much. I should note that I have a lot of special abilities here that you don't normally have at this part, because I'm pretty much at the end of the game.
You're replaying the stage, so you can choose any chapter, right?
Yes. And when you go through a chapter. So, yeah, I mean, as far as being kind of an homage to the old TurboGrafx 16 game, it's very good at that, but, as far as being a new generation kind of game, it's not so great.
I guess.
Let's start with the combat.
So this game's violent.
There's a whole lot of blood in this game, and you're going to hit X a whole lot, X and Y.
So you're saying it's a beat 'em up?
It is a beat 'em up. This is my fears. I'm doing great.
Awesome. So it seems like that happens a lot.
Well, normally you should be able to shrug these dudes off, but it's hard to talk and play, as we talk about every time we do one of these.
I do.
So yeah, the combat it feels a little too loose. There's no way to like target individual enemies.
So you're sort of just relying on turning the
Yeah, that's a special move I use there.
Turning the analog stick in the right direction at the right time.
Right.
Are there any counter moves or anything like that?
These are like special kill moves that I can do, and I totally missed that one there. No counters. You can block and roll.
Yeah, no counter seems kind of like an oversight for an action game nowadays.
Yep. It feels a lot like a game that would have been really good if it were in the PS2 era,
I would say PS1. I think PS2, these mechanics already would probably be kind of played out.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean, God of War, I guess, if you think of stuff like that. But
yeah, like Ninja Gaiden was already out, and Ninja Gaiden, I think, kind of changed the way that, action games needed to be looked at in terms of, like, how fast and fluid the combat needed to be considered. Well, at least to be an A-grade action title. And now we have Bayonetta, and
and Devil May Cry, was always really good back in that era, in the PS2 era.
Yeah.
So I mean, as you progress, you're able to, level up your attacks. I'll show that real quick here in a second. You have your menu here, and as you can see, you hit X a lot for your fast punches. You've got your heavy attacks. And I haven't leveled up a lot of this stuff because it's kind of useless.
Right, you don't prioritize grabs, slashes, or smashes, it seems.
Yeah, in health, you do need a lot of that because the game can be downright punishing, to be very honest with you. Let me show you the little transformation where I'm going to change here. The mask will help me out.
Oh.
Guyver!
Oh, man. Wow. Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Holy crap. You completely iced those dudes.
Don't think there's anybody left.
Nah, I think they're all dead.
Okay, so switch to that. So yeah,
this game is cheesy.
This game is so violent, like
unapologetically so.
The horror fan in me wanted to really like this game, but the gamer in me will not allow it to be so because of the clunky gameplay and the graphics are okay. They're nothing special. The load times in this game, even when you have it loaded onto a hard drive, is ridiculous. Like there, it's not bad, but when you die, for example, it has to load, and the checkpoints aren't placed very well. So when it does finally reload, you're nowhere close to where you were. Now this is paying homage to the classic.
Right, sure. You have 2D side-scrolling beat 'em up,
right,
along with some platforming, right?
Yeah, the platforming's okay. I've heard complaints about the platforming. I mean, I've died, but the controls are a bit clunky, but I don't feel like it's ridiculous like a lot of people have complained about.
I got you.
At least not that I've encountered yet.
So you said you're almost at the end of the game, though, right?
Yeah, I'm almost at the end. At least I assume I am.
Right. The story seems like it's wrapping up.
Yeah, definitely.
So how long is the game, would you say? I mean, at least how to say that you're probably in the last stage.
Probably 8-9 hours. Oh, that was good. Trying to die here, but I mean, you know, maybe a little bit longer. Maybe more like 11 hours, really. So this is one of the earlier stages.
Yeah. This is level 2, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So not a whole lot of story to this, I'm guessing.
There are a few twists. I mean, the actual cinemas for the story are pretty satisfying.
I would imagine it's not exactly anything to write home about, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's
an action game.
It's an action game with a lot of blood, and you know, but the cinematics are well done and fun. And
oh no!
Shit! There's my first curse word I think ever on first play. I apologize for that.
Well, he just added another one for you.
Yeah, and he just cursed you. Okay, so you get to see the wonderful load times here.
Great.
Let's see how far back it takes me. We'll see.
Probably the beginning of the side-scrolling stage, I'd imagine.
Yeah, probably. But another cool thing about this is you can actually play the old Splatterhouse games.
1, 2, and 3, right?
1, 2, and 3. 3 holds up still a little bit. Yep, right back here. The other 2, not so much.
Yeah, I could see how if you got stuck on a part, like if you died several times in a row, how that loading time would get irritating.
Especially in larger stages. You know?
Yeah, I was about to say, that didn't seem like awful, though.
That wasn't like too far ahead, but I mean, there are points where it takes you back where you like killed like a ton of enemies, and you know, you're just like, oh, come on, guys.
Right.
I just killed all these guys, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't think checkpoints are placed very well.
Yeah, having just come off of reviewing Donkey Kong Country Returns, you know, I died a lot in that game, but, you know, you're right back in it. So, you know, at least that game has that going for it.
Right. Whoa, that was not good.
Oh,
man, I suck.
Hold down right trigger and left.
Ah!
There you go. Ah!
So yeah, I mean, I actually like these parts because they do pay homage to the old games, you know, and they're kind of fun. But overall, I mean, Splatterhouse, it's going to find enjoyment from a select group of people. Like, you know, I think some horror movie fans will. Oh, God damn it! I think some horror movie fans will enjoy it, and you know.
Right, but this isn't going to be a Hollywood, or excuse me, a holiday blockbuster.
Yeah, let's show you Splatterhouse 3 real quick, and then we'll end this.
All right. So we're now taking a first play look at a game that is a decade old.
Yep. But yeah, man. I mean, it's okay. I guess it's better than I thought it was gonna be. To be perfectly honest with you,
That's kind of sad, really.
Yeah, but it's not great. Oh, 1993.
I know when you first started playing, you were not liking the game at all.
As you level up, I mean, you get some more moves, a lot of, you know, stuff I was showing in there that, like, you don't even have at that point in the game. You know, the game is pretty much just press a lot of buttons in the beginning. And
like I said, it's a beat 'em up.
Yeah. But as you go along, you know, it gets a little bit better. But I certainly cannot recommend paying, like, $60 for this. You know, if you're interested...
Now, is Splatterhouse 3 worth $60?
No. But, you know, it still holds up better than I thought it would. So you're still trying to save Jennifer, your girlfriend.
Same story in all these, pretty much, right?
Yep. But, you know, it is cool that they include the old games like this. And, I mean, as you can see, it's a lot like Streets of Rage or Final Fight.
Yeah, it looks a lot like Streets of Rage to me.
Yep.
Except for a little more violent. So these games are E for everyone, right?
No. But yeah, man, I mean, you know, if you're interested, I would say give it a rental. And, you know, like I said, there's a certain demographic of people, I mean, people I talk to, you know, on Twitter and stuff who really like this game. And they're like, oh, man, I'm really into this. But it has a lot of issues, gameplay issues. There's also some frame rate issues, particularly in the earlier parts of the game. And, you know, just a variety of things that are not great.
Right. It seems like you kind of need to be into the whole horror, you know, ultra gore thing to to really get a lot of enjoyment out of this to me too.
Yeah, like I said, man, the horror fan in me wants to really like this, but the gamer in me will not allow it to be.
But it's like cheesy horror.
Yeah, but I like a lot of cheesy B horror. So.
Right, I'm just saying, you know, it's not the the high caliber horror movie or anything like that.
No. No. So anyway, let's go ahead and end this first play. Splatterhouse, full review coming probably later in the week or by the weekend. And, we'll give you a final score then.
Alright, excellent. Until then, we will catch you on the next edition of First Play here on cheatmasters.com.
Indeed.